Senator Harris tweeted this. She said, I announced that as president, I'll establish a student loan debt forgiveness program for Pell Grant recipients who start a business that operates for 3 years in disadvantaged communities.
So what, I mean, you love Kamala Harris and you've decided you're going to vote for her.
Whoa, that is so inappropriate.
It's so not true. Basically, you have mentioned things that you like recently.
I do, there are a lot of things that I really like about Senator Harris, yes.
Yeah, and you have not, she has not said that she's voting for anyone.
Right.
She has said that
I will vote. Yeah,
she will vote, all that stuff. But so what do you, when you see that, you see, we're gonna forgive your whatever, and caveat, caveat, caveat. What's your reaction to seeing a tweet like that?
So I was like, what? What about, just from seeing the tweet, and I think I had the same reaction that a lot of other people had. What about teachers? What about people in the healthcare industry? What about me? What about other people who I have no desire to start a business. I don't want to start a business. What about all these other people who are working hard, who owe too much in student loans, but don't want to start a business? What about that? What about the fact that businesses usually fail in the first year? Where are you gonna get the money to start a business when you don't have the money to pay off your student loans?
And especially if you don't last 3 years, guess what you have? More debt. So that's gonna be difficult. For me, and you'll get into all the reasons why this is kind of taken out of context, but like, this is something that Trump does well and Democrats sometimes do poorly. Trump will just repeat a message over and over that is simple. And Kamala thinks people can handle nuance, and she'll be like, here's one of the plans that I have that you can forgive student loan debt if you've done these 3 things. And people really have had a field day with it in terms of, like, I saw a funny T-shirt that someone tweeted, like,
you sent that
I sent it to you. It was like, I'm getting my loan debt forgiven if I do this and I do that and I return the ring to Mordor, like that kind of stuff.
So essentially, once I read the plan, I think that this was the wrong tweet to push out with this plan. I think this is essentially a grant to encourage more Black Americans to enter the STEM fields, which does include nursing, which was confusing because I think that's maybe not spelled out as best as it could. This is not a student loan forgiveness plan. This is a grant policy that many, many, many people do not qualify for. But so just pitching it as that's something super cool and something needed and something great. The problem is that it was pitched as a student loan forgiveness policy, and it's up against people saying, hey, we're about to wipe it clean. That's it, because nobody should be in debt like that. And it didn't hold up next to that. It was a bad tweet.
Yeah.
Period. I think it's a cool plan that I don't qualify for and many other people don't, but it's not a student loan forgiveness plan. Everyone should read. I'll just try to run through a couple things. Harris will invest $60 billion in STEM education at HBCUs and other MSIs, which are minority serving institutions. I'd never heard that acronym. She'll work with Congress to create a $12 billion capital grant and technical support program, which will go directly to helping minority small business owners start businesses. She'll direct the US Department of Commerce Minority Business Development Agency to distribute these funds, leveraging its nationwide network of business development centers. She'll also tackle the enormous student debt burdens with which so many Black Americans are saddled, and that's when we go into the Pell Grant, up to $23,000 of debt forgiveness there. And her surrogates are saying that her student loan debt forgiveness plan is coming.
I think
this is not it.
And she also wanted to be like, not only am I investing all this money, but some of it will go to forgiving student debt.
Right.
But she just didn't message that very clearly, and people have seized on it.
Yeah.
But all of this is part of an attempt to win South Carolina, period.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has to, because she needs to, I mean, yes, the people who analyze campaigns are pretty simple, and it's like, she is Black, she needs to win the Black vote, and Black people live in South Carolina. So she needs to do things to win that so she can fit the expectations we just made up.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.